Hi, I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. Here we go. This is going to be a question and answer session. I'm looking at the camera now, but my computer is over here on the right-hand side. So if you see me looking over there, I'm just looking at the computer to see what's going on. But I'll answer any of your questions. Just type something in to the chat box. I already have one question about golfing. We'll get to that in a second. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. It's a beautiful day here, and this video is going to be about living in Lake Chapala, Mexico. Now, some people may want to correct me on that and say, well, you don't live in Lake Chapala, you live in Chapala. Well, I am 1 block away from the lake, so I can say broadcasting live from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And Chapala is about, it's about a 5-minute drive from Ajijic. It's about a 5-minute drive from Ajijic. 2 different places, both very nice, and we will answer any questions that you have that I can answer about Ajijic. We're going to keep this broadcast a little short. It's only going to be 30 minutes because at 10:35 we're going to get on a bus and go to Guadalajara, and we're going to a baptism for one of Teresa's, my wife's nieces. So, if you have any questions that you don't want to put in the chat box and you want to be more personal about it, feel free to email me at bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com, and I left my email address in the description below the chat. Also, if you want to see my videos on Chapala or Ajijic, I have links to those videos in the description below. Also, if you want to see videos on Malake, Barra de Navidad, Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, you can just do a search in YouTube. My YouTube name is Bill Dallas Lewis, and I think almost all of the videos will show up then. I'm going to look at the computer and see what kind of messages I'm getting over here. Okay, first of all, PC Clark. Howdy PC, how you doing? PC Clark wants to know about golf course. Is there a golf course? PC Clark, yes, there are many golf courses here. My neighbor, who is actually a Mexican American. He's a retired chemist, and he's from the state of Washington. He's an avid golfer, and he's a member of a golf club, and he goes almost every day. Also, I took Uber from Guadalajara to Chapala one day, and the Uber driver was a professional golfer. I guess his side of the professional side isn't going that well if he's driving for Uber, okay? But anyway, he got a scholarship at his college in Guadalajara. He was on this school's golf club, and he said that in the area between Guadalajara, Chapala, Ajijic, he said that there were 8 golf courses. Now, I've been golfing since I was 12 years old, but I could never hit a wood. I'm great with irons and a putter, but I could never hit a wood. So I gave it up. And I just spend all my time doing geek stuff. But yes, PC Clark, you can come down here and golf all day, every day. And the good thing about the Chapala Ajijic area is it rarely rains. It's been sunny here for 6 months. We had rain 2 days last week. That was the first time it happened in 6 months. Right now outside, it's about 70 degrees, no clouds in the sky, there's no humidity. It's perfect golf weather. Okay, howdy Richard Harden. Hey Bill, we are wondering if we could live in Chapala or Ajijic on Social Security of $2,140 a month. Okay, Richard, sit down, because I'm going to tell you the truth about this. Make sure you're sitting down, okay? Sit down. Don't have any coffee in your mouth. Can you live in Chapala on $2,140 a month? Richard, that is too much money for Chapala. I'm going to tell you. $2,140 a month is too much money to have in Chapala. Realistically, I'm thinking if you had Social Security, I'm saying $1,300 might be a little tight, but with $2,140, that's a ton of money. Now, I'm thinking you should be able to find a rental place for about 8,000 pesos a month. That's $400. Okay, so let's say when you first come down here, you're going to get screwed on rent because you don't know anybody, you don't know anything. When I first moved to Puerto Vallarta 16 years ago, I was paying $700 a month. That's 16 years ago. That's ridiculous. They took me. That's like 14. That's like 14,000 pesos a month. That was crazy. But after I was there for a year, then I figured out what was going on. And when I left Puerto Vallarta, I was paying 8,000 pesos a month, which is $400 a month. And that included electricity, water, cable. I paid for my own internet. So with $2,140 a month, okay, now the place across the street is renting. It's a 4-bedroom house, fully furnished. And down here in Mexico, when you say fully furnished, in the United States, when they say furnished, that means they might have a bed in there and a couch and a refrigerator and a stove. Okay, now that's furnished in the United States. Down here, when they say furnished, you're talking about glasses, cups, towels, sheets. Okay. So the place across the street, they've got like 3 big screen television, leather couches, knives, forks, spoons, sheets, everything. Now that place is renting for $1,000 a month. But 2 years ago, it was renting for like $700 a month. But the owners got greedy and they know that they can get the money from Americans. But okay, so with $2,140, even if you rented that place. Now, a new guy just rented a brand new house right down the street, and he's paying 12,000 pesos a month. It's a brand new house. It's not furnished. It's a brand new house. So 12,000 pesos a month is like $600 a month. Okay, so Richard, you come down here with $2,140 and you're renting the brand new house right down the street in this gated community with security, a swimming pool, everything you could ever want, very quiet. Okay, so you're paying $600. Well, that leaves you with like $1,600 to buy stuff. Okay, so for me, I have 2 internet connections. One through Telcel, that's a cell phone company, and one through Telmex, that's a landline company. So for both of those, I'm paying $35 a month combined. Then we pay electricity. Last month, our electricity bill was about 1,000 pesos. You pay for 2 months of electricity at a time. So for 2 months, and we use our computers all the time, washer, dryer, we don't hold back on electricity, but 1,000 pesos for 2 months, that's $25 a month. Water, well, we pay a community fee for water, but then there's food. Food is really cheap. Everything's cheap. Beef, pork, chicken, eggs, milk. whenever I leave the grocery store, I'm laughing on the way out because everything is so cheap. You can go out to dinner, an expensive dinner is going to cost you like $10. That's expensive. oh, you can order a pizza down here. There's an there's an Italian guy that he makes gelate. It's down by the Malecon. He's Italian. He has a Mexican wife, and now he's making pizzas. So we ordered one of his pizzas. It's the best pizza. It's the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life. Thin crust, everything was perfect. That was 240 pesos, which is $12. That's a large pizza, and it was perfect. So I don't want to beat it up too much, Richard, but $2,140 a month in Mexico, unless you're a heroin addict or a cocaine addict or something like that. You can live like a king on that, and you'll have no regrets, and you'll be very happy. No snow, no humidity, very quiet. And the kicker is the Mexican people are extremely helpful and lovable. You'll have a blast. Now, again, this is Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. I'm only going to go another 19 minutes because Teresa and I are going to get on a bus and go to Guadalajara for her niece. Her niece had a baby, and she is getting baptized. And that's another experience. We're going to walk to the bus station. That's like a 10-minute walk. We're going to take the bus. It's a nice bus. It's an hour ride. It usually costs 70 pesos. 70 pesos is $3.50. But we have our senior citizen discount cards, and you can get one. I think you have to have some kind of visa. Like I have a permanent visa, and then Trace is a Mexican, but we're both 60 or over. So our bus trip is 50% off. So instead of $3.50, the 1 hour bus ride from Chapala to Guadalajara is only going to cost $1.75 each. And then once we get into Guadalajara, we'll take Uber to our destination. So that's why now we're going to cut this short this time, but I will return next Saturday at 10 a.m. to answer each and every one of your questions. Let's see what else we have going on. Rebecca Thompson, what's up, Rebecca Thompson? Good to hear from you. Is Chapala and Ajijic starting to open back? Yes, they are. Things kind of opened up, I would say, about a month and a half ago, but nothing is closed. I'm going to say 6 months ago, stuff was shut down, and about 6 to 9 months ago, the streets of Chapala, the main street in Chapala, which is like 10 blocks, the government closed all of the businesses, and the people were starting to revolt. I mean, how are these people going to live? But now everything's pretty much back to normal. One thing that is not normal is the kids are still not going to school. They say that school is going to resume in August. But I'm going to say things are pretty normal. We wear our mask everywhere. Less people wearing masks. A whole lot of people got vaccinated. But I'm saying things in Ajijic and Chapala are pretty much full throttle now. So come on down, Rebecca Thompson. Okay, April Broadhorst. Is Bill online? Yes, I am. I'm online. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. There he is. Yes, okay. You can see me now, Richard. Okay, Richard. Okay, Richard heard me. I live very conservatively. Oh, okay. Richard, if you live very conservatively, come on down with your money. That's big money. That's big money. And if you got some money in the bank, you can just have a good time. Okay, Capitan. Hi, Bill. Plan to self-insure for healthcare, okay, what will a major need for a, say, heart attack or stroke cost me? Okay, now, I don't know how much a heart attack or a stroke is going to cost you down here. Teresa's sister-in-law sells all different types of insurance, car insurance, homeowner insurance. So we have health insurance from her. And my health insurance this year cost me $1,200. $1,200. It was $1,000. I try to keep it down to, and that's for a year. Okay, but I have like a $2,000 or $3,000 deductible. So if I have a heart attack or a stroke, I'm going to have to pay like $2,000 or $3,000. But then I go to the best hospitals anywhere in Mexico. And so I'm 64. I'll be 65 in about 2 weeks. June 1st, I'll be 65. And we're pretty healthy, but I pay $1,200 a year for health insurance, and that gets me in to the best hospital should I have a stroke. Now, health insurance is really cheap down here, and drugs are really cheap. You can go to the pharmacy. Okay. Now, I'm going to say I'm really hesitant to say this. But you can buy generic Viagra down here, and it's really cheap. I don't know. I have friends that buy it, right? But it's like, you can get like a 4-pack. You get 4 and they come, and it's you get 2 for 1. And that's going to cost you like $8 over the counter. Okay, or Tylenol. You can get generic Tylenol with like 30 capsules for about $2. So drug cost is low. Oh, okay. When you go to many pharmacies, they have a little doctor's office next to the pharmacy. So if you get the cold, you get the flu, you bang something up, and you're wondering what's wrong with you, well, you can go to see the little doctor in his little office next to the pharmacy. And generally, that's going to cost you 50 pesos to talk to him. And he can prescribe you drugs and all that kind of stuff. 50 pesos, that's $2.50. I have a video on a dentist here. I go to get my teeth cleaned. Me and Teresa got our teeth cleaned. Both of us went at the same time. And I asked him, okay, how much is this going to cost? And they said 500 pesos. That's $25. Both of us got our teeth cleaned, both of us, for $25. So healthcare, I'm very healthcare. I got to scroll up here to see what's going on. We only have about 12 minutes left before we have to get the boast. J. Mark. Hi, Bill. I'm from Asia and took a job here in Mexico. I can attest to all the people here that what you are saying is 110% correct. Traveling in a couple of places in Mexico, and it is true everywhere. Thank you, J. Mark. Thank you, J. Mark. Let's see. Richard Harden. I'll be 67 next month, so I should be able to get the senior discount. Yes. Okay, very good. When is the best time to visit Chapala or Ajijic? Next year, and would love to meet you and your wife. Well, when is the best time to visit? When's the best time to visit Chapala or Ajijic? It's all good here. I'm just going to say it's all good here all the time. Now, if you're thinking about moving here, the best time. You can visit anytime. Anytime is a good time to visit. If you're going to visit, find an Airbnb. Don't stay at a hotel. Find an Airbnb. They'll have all the stuff in there. Yeah, and you can walk places and buy food, take it home, put it in the refrigerator, cook it yourself, or but whatever. But what you want to come down here and look around, meet some people, and if you're going to start renting, you want to start renting between April 15th and October 15th. That's when a lot of people leave Chapala, Ajijic, to go back to the United States. But And in those months between April 15th and October 15th, the rates will go down on rent, so you can start with low rent and just keep that rent going all through the year. But generally speaking, also in this area, Chapala and Ajijic and Guadalajara, in the wintertime, it gets a little chilly at night. Every day it's going to be 80 degrees in the daytime, but it might go down to 47 degrees at night. And in this room all the houses in Mexico, I have never been in a house in Mexico that had drywall for the walls. I've never seen drywall in Mexico. I'm sure it is somewhere, but all of these walls, these are all brick. Mexicans build houses with brick, and if it goes down to 47 degrees at nighttime, well, the brick just sucks in that cold air, and so the walls stay a little chilly throughout the day. So I wear hoodies. Like sometimes I have to put on 2 hoodies with a lot of blankets. So in the wintertime, at nighttime, it gets chilly. And you might have to put on a coat in your house because none of these houses have heat. Nobody, I've never met a Mexican, I've never been in a Mexican house that has heat. Air conditioning, yes. Heat, no. So anyway, just take that into consideration. Let's move down the list here. April, hola April. Hola April, ¿cómo estás? Okay, thanks for sharing your knowledge on these lives with us. So thank you, April. Greatly appreciated. Oh, I haven't said, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, we come out with videos pretty regularly. We're going to start doing videos on individuals living in Ajijic and Chapala. We have our first individual interview this Tuesday. So hit the subscribe button, please. And we'll be back next Saturday broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. Same time, same place. Okay. Joe Griff. Has the COVID vaccine become readily available to tourists and expats yet? Well, I'm going to say that the COVID vaccine, if you're over 60, it is somewhat available, but you have to have certain papers and you have to have an appointment to get the vaccine. They were giving vaccine shots out last week and 2 weeks before that in the park, and the line, I swear to God, the line was like 5 or 6 blocks long, and people were waiting 4 and 5 hours to get the shots. I don't think if you're below 60 you can even get a shot down here right now. I don't know, but no, they're really not readily available. And if you're not Mexican, or if you don't have a visa, or if you don't have a visa, if you're a Canadian or an American, I don't know if you can get a shot. You have to have, you need documentation to get a shot. So are the COVID shots readily available? I'm going to say kind of, sort of, but mostly no. Okay, let's keep on moving. What else we got here? Okay, I'm looking at the computer here. April. Oh, that's good. You have an inside. Yeah, I do have an inside for insurance, and if you email me, I'll be happy to give you her email address. Her name is Veronica. Thing is, she doesn't speak English, but her daughter does. Okay, so but I'd be happy to share Veronica's email address with you, and she can give you rates. Also, I have a car. My car insurance is 7,000 pesos a year. That's $350 a year I pay for car insurance. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go down the list here. J-Mark, I watched a lot of vlogs and expats all over Mexico. This channel has the best humor. You're a happy, funny man, Bill. More power to this channel. Quality of videos are awesome too. J Mark, thank you very much. Thank you very much, J Mark. We have 5 minutes to go. And next weekend, when we go living in Chapala, Mexico, broadcasting live, living in Chapala, Mexico. Living in Lake Chapala, Mexico. I'm saying these words because these are keywords that they show up in the captions, and YouTube likes that. It makes my rankings go up. But anyway, next week we can go longer. Just this one time we can only do 30 minutes, and this is our first broadcast. And I was very nervous about this, but thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here, and let's see what else we have here. I will be on June 10th. Happy birthday! Richard Harden will be 67 on June 10th. So happy birthday a little early. Richard Harden, happy birthday to you. Happy 67th, fellow Gemini. Yeah, I can't believe I'm going to be 65. Wow, I'm right behind you. Let's go down the list here, see what else we have going on. Okay, April. Drug prices. Yeah, drug prices are good. Hi, thanks for the info. Gene Smith, thanks for the info. What about wild animals to be aware, and can I use something other than propane to cook? I'm an artist and would love to come, but COVID PTSD slows me up. Be blessed and safe. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you, Gene. Wild animals. There aren't. I've had a couple of. I've had one experience with a strange wild animal that wouldn't hurt anybody, but there aren't any wild animals. Crocodiles. Yeah, not here. They don't have crocodiles here, but. In Puerto Vallarta, Malaki, they have crocodiles that will eat you. Ha ha. But other than that, if you go down way further south, they'll have monkeys and some jaguars. But Chapala, Ajijic, Guadalajara, even Puerto Vallarta, don't worry about the wild animals. Mosquitoes, that's what you want to worry about, is mosquitoes. And we only have 3 minutes to go, folks. Mosquitoes, before there was COVID, there was dengue. That's the disease that the mosquitoes will give you. I don't think it will kill you, but you can get very sick for about a month. And before there was COVID, there was dengue. A whole bunch of people in Trace's family, you just get bit by mosquitoes and then you get really sick. If you're in Puerto Vallarta or Malaki, the wild animals are the little lizards. I remember the first time I saw a lizard, I got up in the middle of the night to get some water, and I go to the water, put my glass down in the sink, and there was this little green lizard in the sink, and I about crapped my pants. I'd never seen one before, and but the geckos, they call them geckos, they're your friends. They eat spiders, they eat mosquitoes, they eat flies, and they don't hurt anything. Okay, let's move it. Jack Webb, my man, what's happening? Would love a dedicated video not only on going to the dentist, but major hospital services, private health insurance. Okay, Jack Webb, I think you have mentioned that to me before. Excuse me. I'll look into that. We have 2 brand new hospitals that cater to Americans and Canadians. They have excellent doctors. All the doctors speak English, and they provide excellent services. I need to do a special video on them. We're down to our final 1 minute before we sign off. Thank you, Jack. April, I would love the cooler weather. I'm of that age. The weather is perfect here. I have no complaints about the weather. I'm from Ohio, and I lived in New Hampshire for 4 years going to Dartmouth College. and 50 below zero. I don't want any parts of that, nor do I haven't seen snow in about 10 years. Okay, we're getting ready. Oh, Teresa de Anda, that's my wife. Ah, she sends me a happy face. She's watching. Hey, Teresa. Oh, be sure to visit Teresa's website. It is at Teresa de, that's D-E, Anda, A-N-D-A. C, that's right. TeresaDeAnda.com. She's a chef. She has about 200 videos on the internet. It's all Mexican food. She doesn't eat meat, so all of her dishes, they have chicken and fish and lots of vegetables. But check her out. Subscribe to her channel. She has a YouTube channel too. So we're getting ready to sign off here. Joe, let's see. Complex, da-da-da-da. Oh, April. Omar, is there Uber rides? Is there Uber rides from the airport to Chapala and back? Yes. Many times we take Uber from Chapala to Guadalajara. That will cost you about $20. That's ridiculous. $20 is a 1 hour ride, okay? But the airport is only 20 minutes from Chapala, so I would think that that's going to cost you like maybe $6 from Chapala, and it's easier to get Uber at the airport than it is in Chapala because the Uber drivers are always at the airport. Okay, folks. So we got the April. Thank you very much, Richard Harden. Thank you very much. Oh, Richard, I lived in Cincinnati for 10 years. I lived in Mount Adams. It's hard to get off. It's so hard to turn off this stream, folks. But if I don't go right now, we're going to miss the bus. Thank you very much. I'll be back next Saturday live from Chapala, Mexico. This is Bill the Geek. I'm signing off, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We'll be coming back with more info next Saturday at 10 a.m.